Good morning, everyone. This is the Goateed Sloth here, coming to you from Slow Hands Fast Cars. We're not in a rush, but we are slowly getting faster. Look, I just thought I'd do an end of our first season of competing. Well, it wasn't really competing, we're just getting set up and trying to get some bits and pieces and have a go. Yeah, it was a great weekend. We all had a lot of fun. I didn't have so much fun, but we'll get into that in a minute. Look, it was great. The club's fantastic. Everyone's been so helpful. Thoroughly recommend you find a local club, get into it. I know we've got a lot of people that have rocked up to have a look over this Oval season. I've been having a chat to everyone I can to try and encourage them to come in, let them know that, look, I've only just started, I'm having a ball, doesn't take much, get into it, just jump in, it's the only way you're going to learn. So really good fun. I had a ball. I hope my boy had a red hot go too. He seemed to really enjoy it. He was losing a little bit of interest there at the end because he wasn't winning and stuff. But hopefully we can get the late model shells and get him set up next season for the ovals, and hopefully we can get a buggy sorted out because he really wants to use a buggy for the dirt track. Now, I'm doing this in a completely different setup. You'll see different views and all the rest of it. We'll see how this goes. I haven't got my computer turned on, so we're going to be using a notepad, so bear with me on that one. Let's talk about the weekend. Let's get into that straight away because that's what this one's all about. Let's talk about Xavier's car. Okay, so essentially, we're going to refer to the three cars that I've got. You can see the one up on the wall here in bits and pieces. That was the very first car we got, the one that busted up on his first go. That turned into our junker, that turned into our bits and pieces. We were using that to get the other two up and running. I am going to get that back running again. You can see I'm working through it slowly, figuring out what parts I need to get it 100% going. And once I've got the other two up and running, I'll buy in a whole pile of parts and we'll get that going. Everyone should be sweet. I've also got to get my soldering iron so I can get the Hobby King ESC that came in the second batch back up and running as well. So he used, we're going to call it his car. His car will be the normal chassis in the second batch. Mine will be the low center of gravity I got in the second batch, and the loaner car will be referred to as the original one. So, did rather well. I spent a lot of the time in the previous 2 weeks getting his up and running. Okay, I made sure it drove a lot better. I made sure it handled. I made sure it slowed down. I made sure he had a chance of actually getting around the track. Didn't do much work on mine, and that was evident in the way it drove. So his car was doing really well. I was pretty happy with how it performed. Mine, not so much. I couldn't control it in a couple of the races at all. It was just spinning every corner no matter what I did. In the end, I just stuck around the outside and just putted around. It was pretty bad. I did make a mistake in one of the races where I forgot to put back in the packers that I removed to get a few things done. That was shockingly bad, really bad. So there's a few things we'll do there. We'll go through those at the end of it all. But his car handled well. I was pretty happy with how he's done. A few friends and a few people tried his during intermission just to see, and every comment was it was handling great. No, had no problem getting around the track. So he came out of this one pretty good. So we'll get into the results. We had bad quals. We were relearning our stuff. I think he came last, I came second last. And that's fine. I'm happy for us to start at the back of every race just to get a feel for things. His racing was much better though. He did really well. Still made a few mistakes, as you will, alright? But he did really good. Now, we went into this weekend being equal points with one of the other members. They don't drop any rounds for the Oval season. I'm hoping they change that if we do a longer season, which is what they're talking about doing. So we missed a couple of rounds each. So essentially we only did 4 race rounds. But there was another guy who only did 4 as well. Equal pegging with him. So he went into this one, and my goal for him was to just try to finish ahead of him. He's not the greatest, so just try to finish ahead of him. He's kind of like us, kind of getting back into it. So that was his goal. Performed brilliantly. He did exceptionally well. Way better than me. He beat me in every 3 races. My car just wasn't there. I actually thought I had him in the last race because I had it a little bit more dialed in, a little bit better. But he still got me. He beat me by 1 position there. So I lost all 3 races against him. Yeah, I copped some flack for that, let's put it that way. The round. So when it came down to it, I came dead last out of 10. I had a shocker. Could not get it together. Far by my worst. Alright. Hopefully that's just a blip in the journey, and we should be able to get things running better. The dirt track season is going to be a struggle. I'm going to struggle in the dirt track, and then we'll get to the oval with the new track, and hopefully I can do a little bit better then. Great though. He came 6th. Okay. Fantastic. So that means he also beat the guy he was trying to beat. So bonus effort there, but he also thrashed the living hell out of me, and boy did everyone there let me know about it. So look, great, it was fun, it was done in good humour, it was taken in good humour, I had a laugh really well. Then came the season points. Now this was quite funny because we had a few issues with the season. The very first round did the rental car, but they had my name on it, right? I beat the end of season stuff, and he was not happy. He came up to me. I was helping give out the trophies and stuff because they needed a bit of a hand there, and I knew I wasn't getting any. And came up and was like, "Hang on, they've got the points wrong because it was your name, and you probably got my points." And so I had to calm him down and say, "We'll look at it later. I'm sure it's fine. I'd looked at it previously. They'd already associated his points with his name, so it was fine." But you know, he was determined to beat me. So yeah, so I ended up being, but beat the other guy he was trying to beat, which is fantastic. So there was 3 guys who did 4 rounds, and it was the other guys and me. So we did pretty good. We had a ball, and it was fantastic. So off season, what are we going to do in the off season? Well, I've just told you how I'm going to identify these cars going forward. I probably need to come up with a better identification method, but that'll do for now. What am I going to work on? Parts. I need to figure out what parts I need to get that thing going. You can see it's also got aluminium suspension arms, and I'll bring this over. It's got Intergy arms, and it's got, I think they're Intergy front hubs. I'm not sure if that is a correct fucking part though. I haven't been able to locate a picture of them. I don't know. I'm actually really tempted to get some RPM offset arms for the Slash, so then I can just use 4-wheel drive tyres on them. I don't have to get the offset ones for the 2-wheel drive Slash. Putting it on one of ours, maybe mine, and putting those arms onto that one up there. Now, I haven't made my mind up on that yet, because all I need is a couple of pins to get this thing back up and going, because I did have to borrow them after they were bent and put out of place and stuff. So I'll figure that out when it gets a bit closer, but I'll also figure that out once I've got a list of all the parts. I still haven't even been through the big bag of goodies that I got, so we'll see how we go. But I have been slowly cleaning up bearings and stuff, so these are pretty nice. I've been figuring a lot out, so that's even better. So there's that. Okay, I do want to get that one up and running as one for loaners, so friends and that can have a go at the dirt track season. I won't make it unstoppable, but I will make it good. I've also got enough shocks, you'll probably see them over here somewhere, that I will be reworking over the off season, so I can get, oh, here we go, so I can get these off of mine, because as you can see, they're not gas filled, and I did put a little bit of oil in there and they immediately leaked out. So I'm going to rework these. Okay, so I can rework these and I can put them with those spares I got on that very first shipment. So I reckon these could go in the front, the others can go in the rear, and that'll make a good little secondary set if I can make these work better. The rear ones are oil filled, standard ultras. I have got enough over there to be able to do fronts on here and fronts and rears ultras on that one, and leave these and the others as spares, so I could use these as my muck around, try and figure out how to make them work. I like that idea. Okay, so got to get that done. So I've got to rework all the shocks. I'm going to oil them up. I'm getting into more suspension oil, so I can then figure out which ones I like, whether I want to go slightly harder, slightly softer, that sort of thing. So looking forward to that. That'll be good fun playing around with. I don't think there's much more. Oh, tyres. I want to get some new tyres because I've got some good tyres that they lent us and that we had in the other set. Plus I've got some great tyres. So I've got 2 sets of really good tyres there, but I'm thinking of getting a set of Louise, I can't remember the name of them now. I've got it on my computer somewhere. Anyway, they're one of the dirt track ones. And I was thinking about getting a set of them in just to try them because they look pretty good and all reviews seem to say they're pretty, and they're really affordable. I like that, and they come with hex things so I can put them on the fronts or the rears regardless of which car I'm running them on. So that'll be a universal one. I could swap between a few different cars. That'll give me 3 sets of good tyres, plus with all the other ones I'm pretty sure I could have a 4th set of reasonable tyres. I think I'm going to have to do that with the tyres, I really do. But that'll be a case of once I've got everything else done, that'll be where we go. So essentially it's going to be cleaning everything up, reworking everything, getting all the bearings cleaned and stuff. I do want to start looking at the gears and the diffs, but I haven't done that yet. I'm a little bit scared. I will probably start looking at some ESCs and some engines or some motors in the season, depending on how we go with the 4-wheel drive buggy. But essentially, by the end of the dirt track season, I'd like to have one dedicated one ready to go for Oval. I do have another chassis in there. Depending on what spare parts I've got after I sift through everything, I might be able to get that one up and running as well. But overall, yeah, it was a great season. We've got stuff to do in the off season. I'm looking forward to doing all that. I'm looking forward to getting out there and helping them with the new track. Yeah. It's going to be great fun. I took all of our cars, including our little bashes, and one of our Traxxas, mine because it's the worst, to a bump track the other day with a couple of mates. I think there was 7 or 8 cars belting around this little bump track. It was great fun. I did get a little bit of video of that, but I was too busy having fun, so I didn't actually take any video. So we all had a belt. I took my Traxxas and a couple of the kids had to go, and they loved it. So we might be able to get a few more people racing, which would be fantastic. But overall, great season. Awesome time to get into it. Had a fantastic time learning. Really looking forward to the dirt track. That is where I want to get working on, and I really need to work on these cars a little bit. Looking forward to working on the cars, looking forward to learning some stuff. I'm trying to save a little bit of money at this point, so just getting the parts that I will definitely need. Yeah, it's going to be great fun. I'm going to do some practice on VRC. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. Mate, it's been a great introduction to the hobby, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to going further. I'm hoping to get more involved in the club. I'm working on some stuff. I'll leave it at that for the channel and for the club that they don't know that I'm doing. Hopefully it works. It's kind of like a welcoming pack. We're just going to try to get it set up so it makes it easier for newcomers to come in and have a look and don't feel embarrassed, don't feel shy. Just come in, here's some basics, this is what you're going to need. Come and talk to people, have some fun. So yeah, lots on the go, really busy, and I have to work, and I've got to do all the mowing, and lots of stuff going on. It's winter, so hopefully get a lot of stuff done inside. Hope you guys have been having a great time. Get into the hobby if you can, get into some racing, get some mates involved, have some fun. I've just finished a coffee, I really need another one. I will be back soon. I haven't decided how many videos I'm going to do over the break. I'm still working on all these other assets and everything, so it could be a while away. But in the meantime, I hope you all enjoy your breaks. I hope you all enjoy your racing. Get into it, and just remember, keep it easy on the trigger, send it on the straights, and don't forget, even a sloth can go full throttle.